I'll say it. The truth about Disneyland is if you are almost 30 years old, it will put you on your goddamn ass. I got a text from Cutie that was like, hey, we're thinking about meeting at Disneyland at 2 p.m. My first thought was that 2 p.m. I thought we were spending the day at Disneyland. I was such a prissy little princess. I was such a little bitch. But I said, you know what? She's buying the ticket. I'll show up at Disneyland at 2 p.m. And so I do. I show up at Disneyland at 2 p.m. and I meet up with Cutie and I meet up with Anton. And I say, hey, who else is coming again? Who is the last person? Who's the last member of our party? And she goes, Eric Point Crow. And I go, that son of a bitch. That son of a bitch. Because I have beef with Point Crow. You know what, Point Crow? I have beef with you. We started a Breath of the Wild speedrun tutorial and we never finished it. It never ended. I was so good at it and we didn't finish it. And so I'm sitting there and I'm seething and I'm fucking angry and I'm thinking this is supposed to be the happiest place on earth and I have to spend it with Eric goddamn Point Crow? And so I'm mad. I'm mad. And I'm sitting there on the bench with Cutie and with Anton and we're waiting for Point Crow. And minutes pass. Dozens of minutes pass. And I say, where the goddamn fuck is Eric Point Crow? And then, lazing down the escalator almost half an hour late, comes Eric. He looks at us, makes eye contact, and he gives us one of these. Does he not know that I'm the British guy in the group? You can't do the Queen's wave when I'm here? Are you? He's trying to steal my thunder? I won't have it. But I'm cordial. I'm cordial because that's what you do. I say, oh, hey, what's your name again? I'm sorry, you stream? I've never heard of you. And I shake his hand. Got him. Step one. Boom. Your name's Point Crow? I called him Point Bro all afternoon. Point Bro every single time. Hey, Point Bro. Hey, Point Bro. Hey, Point Bro. I could see his eye just twitching. Twitching. Point Bro? Point Bro? Point Bro? He never said anything. He's even more polite than me. And then, as he gets down the escalator, he opens his bag and he pulls out 15 vouchers for free food at Disneyland. And I feel bad because I've been being mean. I've been angry at him. I've been mad at Point Crow and he's literally giving them to me. He's like Jesus giving out fish and bread. And I'm sitting here thinking like, damn, this food was gonna cost a lot. And Eric Point Crow saved me. So we kiss and we make up, of course. Of course. So here we are, 4 friends hanging outside of Disneyland, just vibing, about to go in. And I haven't been to Disneyland since I was about 6 years old, somewhere around there, about 6 years old. So this might as well be my first experience. And now Cutie, who's the leader of the group, goes all the time. She's gone like 5 times this year, something like that. Point Crow, his dad worked at Disney or something, so he's gone to Disney all the time. And then Anton, like me, is a bit of a Disney verge, right? Neither of us have been to Disney in a long time, if we have been at all. And so we're about to go in, we're walking, we're talking, hey, Disneyland, the most magical place on earth, this is gonna be so exciting. And Cutie says, halt. She says, wait. Cutie says, don't take another step, because this is not how you walk into Disneyland. She says, if you're going to Disneyland with people you love, then you need one thing, and one thing only. Is it sunscreen? No. A hat? A whistle just in case we lose each other? No. It's matching t-shirts. And so she has us all turn around and she starts digging into her backpack and she pulls out these shirts and all I see is it's a white shirt and I go, okay, what's happening here? Okay. And then she says, okay, turn around, and I see this. I said yes. I said yes. I said yes. And then for Big Peepaw, the tall man of the group, of course, I asked, why'd you have to do this to me, Cutie? Cutie, why'd you have to do this to me? Which set into motion the most uncomfortable day of my life. I will say, you know what? Hey, I'm gonna say it. Thank God for COVID. Because of COVID, I had to wear a mask at Disneyland. And because of the mask, no one saw me cringing. No one saw me go, Every single time someone walked by, looked down, smiled, looked at Cutie, smiled bigger, looked at Point Crow, went quizzical, looked at Anton, and went, oh no. They thought maybe this is some kind of Mormon thing. Maybe it's like a polyamorous relationship, who knows? And so as we split into and out of our groups for the day, as we sat in different seats, I got a collection of looks that you wouldn't believe. There's some people that loved it. There's some people that said, oh, so cute, the happy quadruple. There was some people that said, ugh. Most of all, it was pretty funny. I liked the shirts. I think the shirts were a good touch. I should maybe back this up a step and say that Cutie Cinderella is trying to create a new YouTube series. A new YouTube series where she takes her friends to Disneyland. And she said, what friends do I have that are only mildly popular so that if this goes bad, no one cares, but are popular enough to where we can get a proof of concept? And so she said, I'll get one big content creator, Point Crow. I'll get one fucking weirdo, Stanz, and I'll get one true friend, Anton. And we went to Disneyland together. And it was cool. So now you've seen us. You've seen our shirts. You have an idea of the content. I'm going to rate the rides. And then I can say I've done my due diligence on Disneyland. Where the hell's Thunder Mountain? Oh, it's right here. Yeah, Thunder Mountain S tier. Easy peasy. Oh, Peter Pan. I went on Peter Pan. Peter Pan actually goated, beautiful, wondrous. The most romantic ride that I rode with Anton. Just me and Anton in Peter Pan's flight. Loved it. What else do we have here? Space Mountain, also goated and woated. I will say Space Mountain is the coolest ride. It's a roller coaster type ride where they just turn all the lights off and they just throw your ass through a tunnel. Wow! 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 Until you get through and it's like you're in space. Pirates of the Caribbean is I'm not going to say it's S tier because there's only that one drop in the beginning and I like a little bit of craziness, you know what I mean? And I will say that Pirates of the Caribbean brings back bad memories for me personally. This is so stupid. Point Crow is taking pictures of all the skeletons and making very funny jokes. For example, there was one that was like a dead skeleton hanging and he takes a picture and he shows me and he taps me on the shoulder and he goes, hey, that's what happens when you don't use your prime. And it's a lol dub. It's a lol dub. I don't know what to tell you. It's funny. And so I think I want to get in on the game. And who do I see but the king of the pirates himself? There's a skeleton pirate on Smaug's treasure holding a chest full. And I wanted to say, Ludwig after the subathon, because I knew that would get a little bit of a laugh. It's Ludwig after the subathon. He's rich. He's a rich skeleton. And so I pull my phone out, I hold it up, I click. The brightest flash in the history of the ride. And every single person goes, ah! And then one guy in the back on a boat behind us goes, you're ruining the experience. And he was saying it as a joke because they're all laughing, but I was so embarrassed. Flash photography on Pirates of the Caribbean? How could I? And I didn't even get to make my funny joke. Oh, no. Astro Blasters. Astro Blasters probably an A. I had fun. I don't know where my bullets were going. You know what I mean? I feel like I aimed at it, shot, it would hit, I wouldn't move, I'd shoot again, and it would miss. I just didn't understand the game. But Cutie was definitely the best Ass Blast player at Disneyland that day. Oh, let's talk about Jungle Cruise. Let's talk about Jungle Cruise, and this is important. No one wants to hear this and believe it. The Jungle Cruise tour guide is funnier than most Twitch streamers. I'm rethinking my career path after going on fucking Jungle Cruise because she don't miss. Literally, every second was a joke. There was no dead air, and every single one made me laugh. Oh, Haunted Mansion. This one's a Sag. I'm gonna change this tier to Scammed. Haunted Mansion was closed. Oh, okay, this one's cute. This one is a B tier ride. We'll have our first B of the day. This is called Storybook Land. Now, Storybook Land is one where you get on a little boat, you go through Monstra, which is the whale from Monstra from Pinocchio, and you end up in like miniature world. This was cool. You see Agrabah. That was the coolest one maybe. But I would say it's a little too short and they didn't farm as many lol W's as they did on the Jungle Cruise. So Storybook Land is just Jungle Cruise, but not funny. Oh, this is going to be controversial. This is going to be controversial. I liked It's a Small World. How do you not like it? What? It showed me the entire world, chat. The common man. It's a small world. It doesn't matter where you're from. You go through the boat. You see the different cultures. You see the people from Mexico, the people from Holland, the people from China. And they're all just singing a little song. But there's one issue with Small World. The entire time you're on It's a Small World, which is about, what, 5 minutes, maybe 6 minutes, they're playing that song. But for about 15 seconds in the middle of it, there's a Cinderella Small World character, and they just play Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo. They're just playing Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo instead. You have 5 minutes and 50 seconds of It's a Small World, and I don't get it, but there's 10 seconds of Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo. Why would you do that? Oh, Expedition Everest? Actually fucking nasty. I loved Expedition Everest. And I'm gonna call it S tier because it was fun as shit. You're on a bobsled, you go down, you go up through the dark, and then you just fly down this mountain, and every time you go into the mountain, the Yeti pops out. The abominable snowman. Booga, 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 booga. And you get scared. And then you go outside, and you put your hands up, and then you go inside, and you put your hands down because you're scared they're gonna get taken off by the rocks above you. Let's talk about Indiana Jones. I don't know where to put it. It's like a B plus A minus. Indiana Jones, the ride, is awesome. I think it's cool. You see Indy, there's snakes. Why is it always snakes? He comes down on a rope. There's a boulder. You're going. But the Jeep that you're in is the most uncomfortable thing I have ever been in. Have you seen the intro to Ace Ventura where he's in a Jeep and he's going, oh, he's just doing that? That's Indiana Jones, the ride. I got on to Indiana Jones, a young man with light in my eyes, and I got off with a fucking migraine. My God. It's a good ride, but I felt like absolute dog shit afterwards. And I will say, the true combo of Indiana Jones into Star Tours fucking destroyed me. You are on the Millennium Falcon or some ship. You're on some ship. You're actually on like an Empire ship, I think. And then all of a sudden the ship starts shaking. And I'm coming off of Indiana Jones and my head is hurting. And they just throw your ass around. It's Indiana Jones V2. The two rides that shake you, I did back to back. And I was like, this is awful. I'm gonna die. I'm not gonna have fun. And that was the last ride we did. I'm really glad Cutie invited me. I had a really good time. I had fun. I had fun with my friends.